Hello everyone, this is Kizzy Smalls back before you one more time to share with you a little quick video. I guess I'm doing this because the closer we get to this election, I feel the urge and the need to share as much information as I can so that everyone can vote responsibly. It's not enough that you just vote. You need to vote responsibly. You need to vote your values, your morals. You need to vote with thought in mind. You need to not just vote on color, but you need to vote with common sense, and you need to know what's going on out there. You need to know what you're supporting, what you're putting your money into, and what may come up next. So I'm going to be sharing as much as I can in these last couple of days. This is my way to give back. May it help someone. If not, I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to be obedient to the Spirit, and I'm going to share. So anyways, I was doing some research earlier, and I came across one of the speakers, a great young man that I admire a lot. I'm not going to mention his name. I also shared the video on my page, but I wanted to just because everybody may not be his friend, I wanted to share the information that I learned from him with you all, with my friends on my page. So here you go. So Black Lives Matter, the movement, the organization. I have shared over and over again that I believe that this organization has taken advantage of the Black community, and that they are not really sold out to helping Black people. They're actually, in my opinion, they are actually using the Black community to make funds for causes that usually Black people don't support at all. And so I'm just being honest. You may not like what I have to say. I'm just going to tell you, I get it from a mother, I get it from a father. We about truth, no matter if you don't like it or not. Listen, the truth is ugly sometimes. It can be ugly and it hurts. But we need to know the truth, especially when it comes down to voting. You need to be educated. You need to know what's going on. You need to know what you are supporting, what you're putting in office. So anyways, Black Lives Matter organization. When you think of the organization, the first thing you're thinking, okay, all this money, and they're raising millions and millions, billions of dollars. This organization has blown up, and they are huge. They are now global. I actually started looking at their website a while back, and because of some other young men that I saw, they was exposing the truth about the Black Lives Matter movement. And so I went to their page, and I would tell you to do the same thing. Go to blacklives.com. So far, we've been putting it out there, and they have not taken it down. They have not changed anything. But I always tell people, because Antifa did this, they took down the page. I don't know if it's back up yet. But take screenshots, because a lot of times this information is changing like that. But anyways, if you read down under what they believe, I'm not going to share the whole thing because I only got a few minutes and I want to get this in. I don't want to make all these long videos. I want to begin to make a little shorter version because people can get that in more than these long videos. So anyways, if you stroll down to kind of like the middle section of what they believe, it says that the Black Lives Matter Global Network is as powerful as it is because of our membership, our partners, our supporters, our staff, and you. Our continued commitment to liberation for all Black people means we are continuing the work of our ancestors and fighting for our collective freedom because it is our duty. Sounds good? Every day we recommit to healing ourselves and each other, and to co-creating alongside comrades, allies, and family of culture where each person feels seen, heard, and supported. Sounds good. We acknowledge, respect, and celebrate differences and commonalities. I can go with that. We work vigorously for freedom and justice for Black people and, by extension, all people. We intentionally build and nurture a beloved community that is bonded together through a beautiful struggle that is restorative, not depleting. We are unapologetically Black in our positioning and affirming that Black Lives Matter. We need not qualify our position. To love and desire freedom and justice for ourselves is a prerequisite, for wanting the same for others. I probably messed that word up, but hey, it is what it is. We see ourselves as a part of the global Black family, and we are aware of the different ways we are impacted or privileged as Black people who exist in different parts of the world. We are guided by the fact that all Black lives matter regardless of actual or perceived sexual identity, gender identity, gender expression, economic status, ability, disability, religious beliefs or disbeliefs, immigration status, or location. We make space for transgender brothers and sisters to participate and lead. We are self-reflexive and do the work required to dismantle cisgender privilege and uplift Black trans folk, especially Black trans women who continue to be disproportionately impacted by trans agonistic violence. We build a space that affirms Black women and is free from sexism, misogyny, and environments in which men are centered. Losing my breath on all this. We practice empathy. We engage comrades with the intent to learn about and connect with their context. We make our spaces family friendly and enable parents to fully participate with their children. We dismantle the patriarch practice that requires mothers to work double shifts so that they can mother in private even as they participate in public justice work. We disrupt. This is where a lot of people have the issues. Some of this stuff. We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement by supporting each other as extended families and villages that collectively care for one another, especially our children, to the degree that mothers, parents, and children are comfortable. We disrupt the Western prescribed nuclear family. That's the mother, the father, the mother, and children. They disrupt that. They dismantle that. Okay, reading on. We foster a QueerAffirming Network. When we gather, we do with the intention of freeing ourselves from the tight grip of heteronormative thinking, or rather, the belief that all in the world are heterosexual unless he or they disclose otherwise. We cultivate the intergenerational and communal network free from egoism. We believe that all people, regardless of age, show up with the capacity to lead and learn. We embody and practice justice, liberation, and peace in our engagements with one another. That's what they believe. Now, if you go further up, it makes it sound like they're going to support Black families, or support the mothers. It says it disrupt the patriarch practice, the nuclear family. So they're trying to say they don't agree with the family that we know about, the family that works the way God made it. The mother, father, mother, children. Okay? So they want to tear that down. Dismantle means destroy that. I can get with that. But anyways, some people think that's okay. Some Christians think that this stuff is okay, but it's out of order with God, and it's not what we as Christians are supposed to be supported. But anyhow, just to go to the money part, because this is the part that I learned about today. This part I knew. I shared it with some people, and honey, they went crazy. Because I shared that they did not want to hear that. They didn't. They wasn't trying to hear that. But anyhow, I learned today by listening to this young man who said, scroll down to the bottom of that page and look where the money's going. Follow the money. And see, one of the things I tell people, if you're going to support anything, make sure you know where the money's going, because the money is going to really tell you what's going on and who's really benefiting from this cause. Okay? So, because they say Black Lives Matter, I'm thinking, and I know a lot of other people that I hear, they are thinking that this money is going to help Black lives in economics, in maybe housing and education. This money, all this millions and millions of dollars, billions, is going to help the Black community. We're going to see a change. A change is coming. Jennifer Hudson sung that song, honey. And let me tell you, there were some people who was thinking some change was coming because they know the donations this organization is getting. But honey, let me tell you something. This money is not going where we think it's going. And I don't know about you, but I'm mad. I am angry. And guess what? I haven't given one dime to this organization, but I'm still mad because they're using Black people to raise all this money. They're using a Black cause. I mean, they got people angry out there. People in these streets burning down their neighborhoods, putting cars on fire, tearing up stuff. They got them going out there all bold and demanding white people to give their houses to them, to give their cars to them, to give the college fund that they've been saving for their children to their children. They asking all this stuff, and they are bold with this stuff. I mean, they will get in your face and tell you, give me your car, give me your house. These people are motivated by the wrong thing, first of all. That's not of God. This is not of God. This organization may have started off with a good cause and good intentions in mind, but you guys, this thing has went far left. And God is not pleased with this organization. And if you're supporting this organization, you're just as guilty as the ones who started it. As doing all this crazy stuff. You're a part of it. The problem. I know a lot of Christian people don't agree with that stuff. Come on now. I just need you to get out of this craziness. But it's about Black Lives Matter. Then why the money not going to them? And if you say anything negative about Black Lives Matter, these people go crazy. They go crazy. They look at you. They blood begin to ball. You can see the eyes turn red and they raise up ready to fight. They get that fist. Look, I'm going to tell you, y'all can tell I ain't no fighter. I can't even hold my hand right. But they ready to fight. And people, hard down Christians, I know. I get upset because I'm like, my sister, my brother, what's going on with you? You change. That's because you agree with their message. That spirit that they are connected to has come upon you. What you agree with comes upon you. So you acting crazy. They acting crazy. And us Christians who have not brought into this lie are looking at you like, what has happened to you? And your friends and your families, your church members, and everybody's telling you, girl, wake up. Listen, my brother, wake up. This is not you. You're angry. But anyway, let me get back to this money. This money is not going to help our black communities, the black minorities. What's going on? I'm angry. And like I said before, I haven't given a dime, but yet I'm still mad because you're using black people. You are using my people. The Democrat Party to the top. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm angry with you. Because I'm tired of you using our people and lying to them. And you're not even trying to help them. But you're using them to make money so you can gain more power. And you're saying you're going to help us. But you ain't done nothing in 50, 60 years. You've been in office all these years. And there's nothing to show for it. Especially in these Democrat-controlled cities. The infrastructure is in ruins. It's drug infested. The crime rate is high. People dying left and right. And what's sad, what really breaks my heart, because of social media, we can now see these stories constantly. Babies are being killed, never having an opportunity and a chance to have a life. Babies are being killed because of these drive-by shootings and things that are happening in these neighborhoods. And you're talking about defund the police, make things worse. You don't care about us. And I am puzzled and I'm angry. I'm not going to sin because the Bible says be angry, but sin not. But I want you to know that, listen, my people, I need you to wake up. I need you to make sense of this stuff. It's not lining up with the word. Most black people I know are Christians. Listen, we was in slavery. Our people needed the word of God to come out. It was God. It was our faith in God that helped our ancestors through that horrible time in our history. It was God. It was Jesus Christ. And it's Jesus Christ that's going to help us through this now. And you're forgetting all about the word that has been implanted inside of you. It is He. It is I am that makes us free. If you don't renew your mind, you're going to stay in bondage. If you don't think that, listen, these Democrats have been promising us nothing all these years, have done nothing all these years, and now all of a sudden they're going to actually do something, you're fooling yourselves. The definition of insanity is to do the same thing over and over and over again and expect a different result. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. No, you're going to get the same result. And that's zero, nothing. But this money is not going to the black community. It's not going to fight. It's not going to help with, to me, it's not really helping the injustices that we see taking place still today. It's not doing that. But guess who it's going to? It's going to the Democrat Party. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page, like I said earlier, and look up the column that says donate, I have my notes over there. It's at Blue Charities that the money, they are the organization that's actually collecting this money that you have been donating to Black Lives Matter. Rather it be a t-shirt, if it has come directly from them, a hat or whatever. Or if you have given personally donations, the organization that's collecting this money is at Blue Charities. You can find this information at blue.com, and you can request a financial report to see where this money is going. I'm going to share this a little bit of the information that I found online today after listening to this young man share this information about where the money was going. So, let me hurry up. So, listen. Trying to get down to the part that the candidates where this money is going to. So listen to this. And, you know, the organization has been, it's probably like 4 years old. So I just did a 2020 report. So $186,780,034 went to Bernie 2020. $119,253,857 went to Biden for president. $93,478,053 went to the Elizabeth Warren Presidential Exploratory Committee. $78,100,960 went to Pete for America. $55,684,663 went to the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee. $43,167,720 went to Amy for America. $31,705,527 went to Friends of Andrew Yang. $31,067,413 went to the Democrat Senatorial Campaign Committee, and $29 million went to the Democrat National Committee. And they got all these different PACs, which are political action committees. It's mainly the Democrat Party. This money is going to them. There's nothing on here that says money went to George Floyd. Nothing on here says that money went to struggling communities like Chicago, like Baltimore, and these other failing Democrat-run cities. None of this money has went to the education of black minorities, has went to affordable housing for black minorities, and they're giving it to these politicians, and they ain't doing nothing for black people. And I'm angry. I'm upset, and I'm tired of this. Listen, I'm here to share. I'm here to help whoever wants to be helped. And the Bible lets us know that we perish from a lack of knowledge. Listen, God is not pleased with this organization. Say, help the poor. These people are not helping the poor. They ain't doing nothing to help our people. And enough is enough. It's time that they be exposed, because they ain't doing nothing but hurting our communities. They ain't helping with no real social justice reform. They was down there. The Republicans had a bill to start this thing rolling, and they didn't want to compromise with them to get a bill passed, because they don't care. I heard the Republicans say they gave up a lot and they was doing a lot of compromise. Listen, when we send people down to Washington, they have to be able to work together and compromise. You're not going to always get everything that you want. So there's a give and take on both sides. And they haven't even given us a bill on that yet. Nothing. All this money they are collecting through the Black Lives Matter movement, and nothing for us. Listen, on November the 3rd, 2020, this year, it's a crucial election. I know you have heard a lot about the opposing side. But listen, President Trump has done more for Black America than Democrats had said they would do in 100 or 400 years. They haven't done nothing but hurt us. And listen, this party, I tell people this party is not the same party. This party has changed. There was a moment in history where Republicans were reaching out to blacks, because if you know your history, you know that a lot of blacks were, at one time, majority of the blacks were Republicans. So, because they were the party that helped free slaves. That's why they were formed in the first place. So, after the Great Depression, there was a transition. And we were tricked to go to the other side. And FDR had the New Deal. Oh, my time is about to run out, so let me hurry up. They had a New Deal, and a lot of people, because they were hurting financially, left the Republican Party. So there was a time frame within that time where the Republicans were reaching out to the black community, but they kept getting the door shut in their face. So I remember there was a time where they wasn't really reaching out to the black community like that. But this President Trump, he wants your vote. He's reaching out to you. And he's saying, listen, sit with me at the table. Don't listen to all the things that you're hearing. That's a part of the smear campaign. Don't listen to those things. Sit at the table with me. Let's work out something. Ask Tim Scott. Ask other black Americans who have sat to the table with President Trump. He wants to help our community. And this president, like no other president in my lifetime, has reached out to the black community. And he wants to help the black community because he loves America. And he loves everyone. And I know somebody might be laughing right now, but listen, the devil's laughing at you because you have believed the lie, the big old lie. And